Tonight, from
the first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the cornerback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Throwing again on second down. Powell. There he is again. Another catch for Julio Jones. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Powell trying to pick it up on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3 cornerback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First down, Howell to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 75 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs. And a nice spin into some open field. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. look to throw here on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Nifty move. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howell. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Howell's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And once more, Howell back to the air. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 27. A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller. 6 catches, 65 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy the defenses had better focus on. Buying time to his left.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long, here's Howell. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with Gibson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. On 2nd and goal. Powell looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Howell. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's Howell with another throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Howell throwing on 1st down here. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. 2nd down, Howell now. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. Now Howell. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. They'll try the left side. Gibbs, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Gibbs, and he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. So they went with a trickery there on the fake punt, hoping to catch that return team flat-footed, but it did not work out.
And you were talking about trying to catch him flat-footed. That's what they were hoping for, trying to catch him off guard. That's a well-coached team on the other side. They were more than prepared, and they were able to stop it.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Howell. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Howell. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing here, Howell. Caught by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell, short throw, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 27. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Gibbs, and down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They're going to look to throw. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Howell back to pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. So here is Washington now to take over. Last week they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Howell. Able to shake him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On first down, Gibbs nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Final minute now of the third quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side. Gibbs. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Gibbs.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
The Lions on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Well, another drive coming up for this Washington offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First down, Howell to throw.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Howell now to throw it.
That's Samuel, caught left side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Second and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back to throw. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Gibson.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Rolling to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he's flushed out left. That is caught. It's Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Washington,
it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.